Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Indigo here. I hope you're having a good day or a good night, whatever time it is when you watch this video. Okay, let's go ahead and get into a reading for the collective. Girl, I had crazy ass dreams last night. I know one of my dreams, I don't even think I want to talk about it. But what I will say, what I will say is simply just that, you know, times are changing and people are so focused on the material that they feel they need in order to make their dreams come true, when right now is a focus on spirit, because spirit is the material that's going to make your dreams come true. I mean, that's what I got. That's what I got from the dream. All right. Also unlocking the divinity within each other. Okay, I feel like men have separated women for like years and years and years and years and years and years, right? And it's like, I guess having a husband it wasn't like, okay, when we think about when kings were kings and shit, right? Like every woman wanted a husband that was a king, right? So that meant many women marrying one masculine energy, right? And marrying this masculine energy, all of these women are giving their power to this masculine energy, which is really giving him the power, the strength, and the ability to be the great leader that he is being, right? I think the thing for me that's funny is at some point women are gonna have to realize that men really did separate us. Even if we think about like right now with the whole gender equality thing, like nobody essentially really gave a fuck if you were a man and you dressed like a woman. Nobody really gave a fuck if you were a woman and you dressed like a man. You know? It's almost as if it's like battle of the sexes, okay? Because they want us to be at odds or whatever the fuck, right? The agenda is always about segregating and picking people off one by one. That's what the government does. They put you in a group. They focus on your shortcomings, you know, the things that you're insecure about, the things that you have trouble overcoming, and then they pick at that until either you kill yourself, somebody else does because of the choices that you made and that they don't agree with, or until you need the government's help and the government's only gonna help you if you off somebody, right? Which is like very extreme, but it's not. This is the truth of the reality in which it is that we live in. Even when we think about, I've been thinking about Aaliyah so much, and there was another guy that she worked with. I believe he might have been an actor, but he was an Egyptian royal, okay? And I think it's funny because the Egyptian royals in the industry of media have always been terminated, okay? Because, you know, if you got real royalty on the scene, motherfuckers not gonna be looking at people who claim to be royal as royal. Like, imagine Beyonce meeting the queen. Like, when you greet the queen, you gotta greet the queen a certain type of way. You really think Beyonce's gonna come out her ego to greet the queen? Like, and she calls herself Queen Bee? Like, you feel me? So that was just some energy that I was heavily channeling and picking up on. And then you got, okay, and I think really because people always wanted to be in the castle. Like, women always wanted to be in castle. Like, nobody wanted to just have a little house on the prairie. Motherfuckers want to be in the castle, you know? And being in the castle meant that you were going to have to abide by the castle's guidelines, rules, and regulations. So, bitch, if that meant that I'm the first queen and my husband like you, and I come seek you out so you could become one of my husband's wives or what the fuck ever, bitch, there are guidelines. Like, you don't just get to freely be you don't get to just freely be this nigga wife. Like, no, there are guidelines, rules, and regulations. Like, you're the wife that brings the juice, feeds him grapes, rubs his feet, right? Like, bitch, you're not the wife that's going to Pound Town at 3 a.m. Like, you're not. Like, and this sense of, like, hierarchy has caused this, like, envy, this jealousy, this and this that, right? Because it's like every woman wants to be picked instead of women realizing that they have the choice to pick, because your divinity is what is going to go into making your partner awaken to their divinity. So whereas before in lifetime there can only be one king and then there were many king's men, every man has the possibility, a chance to become a king. That does not mean that every man is a leader. Okay? So do with that what the fuck you will, girl, because how you feel about what I said really just is not, it's not my job. Or so I've been told that it's not my job. Okay, so we got the Two of Pentacles came out in reverse. Okay? And that's what's crazy, is that we're coming into the timeline now where men are fighting to be with women. Women have more husbands than not any. Women have more resources, more material than men. Like, times are changing, right? And it's almost as if, like, times have to change in order for the other person on the other end to understand the perspective, right? And I really feel like that is the tea right now, that nobody wants to discuss. Like, nobody wants to discuss it. Like, but it's fine. Like, it's fine. We don't have to talk about it. It's cool. Even though we're talking about it. Page of Swords. Yeah, that juggling energy with the Fool. It's like, first of all, there's a new journey here. There's a new journey here because there's a new way of living and doing things that are not going to suppress us as a nation any longer. Okay, it's going to allow, I feel like all of us can agree on certain things, right? And the shit that we can't agree on, it's like we kind of don't care about it because, like, that's not our people, that's not our tribe. Like, it's really a sense of focusing on tribe, our people, what we can do to help them grow, what we can do to help them get in the places that we need to. Okay, there's so many corporations that own one another, like Checkers, Taco Bell, KFC. These are different places, but they're all under the same entity, right? So that entity is sourcing and funneling the money through those fronts, right? So it's almost as like the king and queen or the corporations that are allowing the other people to open up their own businesses and funneling into one. So it's really creating our own franchises, okay? I don't know if I'm making sense, but bitch, if I am, then you understand what's happening, okay? The Page of Swords, the Fool, the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups. So I feel like this is like, I feel like you've went on some type of journey, whether this be spiritually, okay, or this be physical. And I feel like this journey that you have embarked on has formulated, or it has built, I feel like you have more of a understanding of your intellect and why it is that you think the way that it is that you think. To go from the Page to the Queen, that's a lot of growth. With the Ace of Cups, okay, I feel like the divine is giving you like some type of love or just some type of security and knowing that what you say, like your word is bond. Like this is the energy that's giving me, and it's because it's coming from a compassionate place. Like you're not somebody who's just speaking because you're a know-it-all. The shit that you know, you are telling other people so that knowledge is power. You're giving people power by making them more knowledgeable about the things that they may have been blind about. Okay, and that's why the divine is emotionally fulfilling you, because 10 times out of 10, most of the things that you have to say, people don't want to hear, but it's shit that they need to hear. So how people choose to deal with you based on what it is that you say to them really doesn't have anything to do with you, but it still has a emotional effect on you. And I feel like that's why you're showing up in the Queen of Swords energy, because the Queen of Swords energy is really going to say whatever the fuck it is that she has to say, and she's not going to be attached to, bitch, I was sent here to deliver a message. So I'm gonna do that, and yeah, that's it. Okay. The 10 of Wands, okay, with the Lovers peeking out, with the 3 of Swords underneath the Lovers. Judgment. Okay. I feel like a cycle has been closed out. Actions, okay, the 10 of Wands is giving me actions. Like somebody's realizing that they don't have to do everything by themselves. This could also be the understanding of why these roles were these roles. Like people be like, like I'll never forget that when Ish was like on Joe Budden podcast, when he was like, sometimes a side bitch will make you better for your girl, for your actual girl, because the shit that you be, I feel like when it comes to people that be in relationships, they be in their ego and they be not wanting to acknowledge their negative contribution to the partnership because of how much they do for another individual. In this day and age, men's worth are based on what they can physically, financially provide for a woman. It's not really based on providing her with emotional security, right? So when it comes to men dealing with side bitches or what the fuck ever, these are usually the bitches where they are more comfortable being their immature selves because they know that this is what the relationship is, and it's not like they don't give a fuck about how these bitches view them because they're just giving them dick. But when it comes to their person, they care about how that person views them, because it's like higher level soulmate. It's kind of like bitch, it's some bitches, like when I think about Sexy Red and the Pope, like imagine putting Sexy Red and the Pope in the same room together. Like Sexy Red is not gonna give a fuck. First of all, she's still gonna dress how she dressed. She's still gonna talk how she talk. There may be a sense of should I? Like, nah, he already know who I am, so I'm finna. And I feel like when it comes to women, like we more so don't give a fuck about portraying to be, okay, versus we just are, okay. And I'm not saying that about all women because I feel like it's different on each spectrum, but this energy is definitely giving me, it's some past life shit here too. Like if you, yeah, it's definitely some past life shit here. It's some past life shit Okay. Right, because at one point that whole niggas having multiple wives shit. Okay, because that's not from every tribe. Like, not every tribe had men that were having hella fucking wives. So it's something about cultural differences that plays a part in the dynamic of you dealing with certain people. Okay, culture and freedom. When you understand the culture, it creates a sense of freedom, right? Ignorance is what makes you uncomfortable because you don't know, you're unaware until you learn and understand. That does not mean that you have to adopt the same beliefs or the same ways of living. It just gives you a sense of understanding because now you know from what perspective something is being dealt with. Okay, I don't know if I'm making any fucking sense, but I feel like I am. Like, I feel like I understand this shit very, very deeply. Very, very deeply. Okay, the Eight of Cups, right? And I feel like this was the retreat. This was the retreat. It was a self retreat. It was a retreat within self. Okay, to deal with your emotions. Not even to deal with your emotions, but to understand your emotions so that you can articulate your emotions. Okay, the divine is your emotional support at the end of the fucking day. So with you understanding that, understanding that you are no longer, you're not looking for anybody to emotionally validate you. So when you no longer are seeking something from an individual and you're receiving it from source, it's like Mario when he eats the mushroom. The hermit, looking into, investigating, okay? Spending time with self, okay? With spirit, strength. This is you realizing how courageous, how strong you are, okay? As a fucking woman. Right? Like, because who the fuck is gonna be a pick me? It's like I could have all the niggas in the world. All of them. I could have all the niggas in the world. We could really get this shit busting. Like, we could really get this shit busting. And it's not even about partnerships. I feel like this is just really about how you view. Well, I mean, the Two of Cups comes out, as I said, this isn't really about partnerships. I feel like it's about how you view partnerships, how you view things that go on and happen within partnerships and why it is that they take place, right? I heard repeat offender. Okay, how to not become a repeat offender. And it's crazy because, like, I keep feeling like this energy of somebody that is in your energy and they just want to be up under you. Collective. I feel like this is another woman. When I'm looking at the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords, I feel like you're in the Queen of Swords and the other person is in this Page of Swords energy. Somebody could be studying you, okay? The way that you move, the way that you articulate yourself, the way that you show up in society, okay? Somebody's taking notes, okay? There are a lot of women in the world who were never taught to be a woman. And men think like that's a thing, and it's not. For a lot of us, actually, okay? Same for men, too. You weren't taught to be a man. A lot of you motherfuckers had to figure it out for yourself. What is being a man? And a lot of you have went off of the illusion that being a man only means being a provider. When in reality, if every man in society is looking to be a provider, then bitch, what makes you so special? Like, if I could get cheesecake from anywhere, why the fuck am I coming back to this one place every day to get a cheesecake? It's something special about it. It's not just about them having cheesecake. It's about how they make the cheesecake, how they nurture it, their ingredients. Are they all fresh? Are they all organic? Okay? Are they all coming from the same factory that supports the same causes and things that I do? Being intentional about how you spend your money, where you put your fucking money at. Because money is currency. Okay, so it's a lot of niggas that be paying for pussy, and I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, right? I don't know why this is just what's coming out. I don't know. A lot of niggas that pay for pussy, right? You're exchanging with someone who only wants to utilize you for your finances. Okay, which is a leak. Okay, this is somebody who's taking from you. They're not giving. The physical interaction that they're giving is of a demonic nature, so you're just attaching yourself to the devil. A lot of these bitches be Jezebel, succubus, all types of shit, and a lot of these niggas be the same. Like, they be the same. But some of them don't know until they go through. Like, I find like when men, they literally have to go through some shit to understand it. Whereas women can like use our intuition and shit to like understand something without experiencing it. That doesn't mean that we're not going to experience it. It just means that the understanding that we have of the situation is now coming from a different perspective. The King of Cups came out here under the Queen of Swords, which is what I think is funny. And then the Emperor with the Nine of Swords. Okay, what's the Nine of Swords? Yeah, somebody's focused on the past, some type of betrayal or some shit that happened in the past. This Emperor is, okay, somebody could be regretting their choices that they made, okay, out of ignorance. You could have told somebody's ass to fuck off, okay? Right? This King of Cups energy could have been your Emperor. Okay, you could have been somebody who, like, I don't know. I feel like the feminine energy is speaking to I don't know. This is also you standing up for yourself. If this King of Cups is this Emperor energy, okay, or there's a King of Cups in your energy and an Emperor in your energy. And these people could be in regret because of things that you've said. When I'm looking at these Three Swords, like somebody could feel like they don't fit the bill for what it is that you would desire to have in your life. Okay, but this is also somebody who could be reflecting on past betrayals that they have went through. Okay, and they're thinking about, like, in dealing with you, how they've dealt with you, and you've triggered this remembrance of these things that they've done in the past. Okay, what's the King of Cups and the Emperor? I definitely do feel like somebody took some time out to collect their thoughts. Okay, this is somebody who could even like spend a lot of time listening to you. Okay, Death with the Eight of Swords. So this is somebody who's coming out of thinking too fucking much. It's like this person thinks so fucking much because they feel so fucking much. Okay. What's the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Cups? I've seen the High Priestess. So you could be a High Priestess. You could be a reader or a spiritualist of some sort. Okay, yeah, Justice. You could be a Libra energy. Yeah, I heard in this lifetime, it's only one. Right? I feel like over many lifetimes, the feminine energy has been supportive in the masculine energy. And I feel like collectively, feminine energy is realizing what masculine energy has done to feminine energy. And it's not that we're blaming the masculine energy for making us this way, but we are acknowledging how the influence of the masculine energy goes into building us up as women. And we are holding men accountable for paying attention to things that they may not have had paid attention to before. Somebody is gonna get some money. Somebody's hand's gonna be itching. You're gonna get money. Okay, I don't know what that is. That just came to my head, and then I had a dream where my hand was itching, and some shit just appeared out of no fucking where. Okay. What's the strength in the Two of Cups? I feel like this is also taking time out. Yeah, the Ten of Swords in reverse. I feel like there are so many projections on this union or whatever the fuck this is based off of so many past life things. Like a lot of the times, people that's in divine unions and who have been kingdom spouses over lifetimes, okay, these karmic situations, these practitioners, these people that are set up to break apart the union are people who you guys have dealt with in the fucking past. And they're fucking jealous, they feel some type of way. Because it's like in this lifetime, there is no outside parties. There can't be. Okay? I feel like the assignment now is to find fulfillment with what it is that you have and stop seeking outside of yourself. But the whole like the whole fucking human thing is just more and more and more. We need more and more and more. More things to appease the things that make us uncomfortable so that we don't have to be uncomfortable anymore. And it's like a lot of this shit has destroyed the fucking planet. The planet, which is the one thing that provides for us, provides everything it is that we fucking need. Okay, and I'm not knocking nobody for liking nice things. I'm just saying that, bitch, all you really need is a roof over your head. You need some land. You need some food. You need some cattle. Bitch. Like, needs versus wants, okay? Right? And there is no such thing as telling half-truths when you're dealing with the fucking high priestess. You're never going to be able to tell a half-truth. Like, a high priestess is always going to know. What does it say? What do they say? With knowledge, great knowledge comes great responsibility. Most of the time, the high priestess be knowing what the fuck be going on. But the high priestess don't say shit because the high priestess knows that your journey is your journey, and that's the journey that you need to go on in order for you to come into yourself. I feel like it's just a sense of not being obsessed on a particular outcome, okay, and accepting everything that is, okay, any fucking illusions, any options, anything that is stopping this energy is 1, 2, the man and the woman, and there's a child, there's a little baby. Anything that is stopping this energy is getting judgment called on it. Because you don't need a lot to be rich. People are thinking about riches as something that is outside of themselves, and it comes from inside of you. That's how you just unlock opportunities and shit like that. And then I'm looking at the 5 of, how I got this set up right here. The 5 of fucking Cups. Somebody could have got paid to walk away from you, okay? Somebody could have got paid to walk away from you, but it was the only way that you would receive an opportunity. Okay, I don't know what that is. Yeah. Right, and maybe the sense is not wanting to feel tied down, or like you can't live your life based off of being in the commitment that you're in. And sometimes like if you're dealing with somebody who doesn't agree with the way that you live, then maybe that's just not your person. And sometimes that can be hard to swallow. So instead of like trying to hide your life or hide how you want to live or hide who you are from the person that you're dealing with, if you just fucking be honest about who it is that you are and why it is the way that you are like that, maybe you don't even fucking know. So maybe you can't even be honest. But if you do, if you have some sense of clarity, then just say that. It may not end or result in a fucking permanent relationship, but the experience was needed to be had for a reason, for a particular reason. Yeah, the fucking Empress. Because it's like the Empress and the Emperor out here. So, whole time, the Empress and the Queen of Swords could be two separate energies. The Queen of Swords could have spoke something to the Emperor that helped him emotionally develop, okay? Help him release or help him see some type of past trauma that went into making him be not emotionally avoidant, but avoidant of articulating his emotions, okay? Or the King of Cups could have been somebody interested in the Empress, and the Queen of Swords could have been somebody interested in the Emperor. And it's like this Emperor is looking at the King of Cups like, oh, I remember when I was just you, like when I was just like you. But something happened to the Emperor that caused him to go through a rebirth of releasing his emotional attachment to things that already serve their purpose. This could be an older gentleman talking to a younger gentleman about their emotions and how to develop them properly. But this Queen of Swords could be telling, what's the Empress? I feel like it's a lot of communication about to be had. It's a lot of people that feel some type of way, that feel like you are supposed to know the truth of a matter or a situation, and they're going to be coming to you to tell you that truth. What's the Empress? They're going to be coming towards you to tell you some shit, okay? What's the Five of Swords? Yeah, it's a whole bunch of fucking communication. It's a lot of communication. Somebody could be a Capricorn. I don't know why I got the scenario of like, okay, an angel that's an angel, so above is below. So there's an angel that's in existence that has a demon that is the twin of it. So it's the same energy, but it's just polar opposites because one's good and one's bad. Somebody could be made up of both energies. Okay, something about merging. This is strange. Like how I'm seeing this is so strange. Because the Five of Swords, right? It's the two people in the back, and then it's the one guy right there. And then I'm looking at the one guy as the one guy who is the somebody who's about to take care of something for you. Okay? Whether this be speaking on your behalf or taking some sort of action. Okay? Because somebody knows what two people were doing. This could have been somebody who was like friends with these people. Something about a candle is significant. This could be, I heard there's a masculine energy that makes candles. Something significant about masculine energy that makes candles. Okay. Yeah. don't fucking know. This is a lot, to be completely honest. Yeah, I don't know. There's guidance here, though. I don't know. I feel like the Emperor and the Empress are two energies that are playing some type of influential role in others becoming empresses and emperors. It's really just leading people to their own kingdom and be like, hey, you can have whatever you want, like in whatever way that you want to have it. You don't have to live up to societal norms. Like, you can just do whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, like, bitch, you don't have to be in competition. Yeah. With the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups right next to each other. With the Eight of Pentacles next to it. Yeah, so instead of working against one another, everybody's going to be working with one another. I feel like it takes a lot for people to be like, you know, I didn't know any better, I was ignorant. It takes a lot of people to take accountability, and then also on top of that accountability, acknowledge what good they received from a situation that didn't necessarily go in their favor, but it did because it taught them grander lessons. Okay, I don't know, there's a lot fucking going on. I also feel like, as far as I don't know, government energy, because I was picking up that too. There's a lot of secrets that are about to be released. Okay, a lot of documents that are about to come out about a lot of situations that went on in the past that the world was lied to. Okay, I feel like this could be in tandem with the whole AI thing. So whereas, you know, people would get in trouble for leaking information, and now they're going to be blaming AI for leaking information. Okay? Or AI is just going to be programmed to leak information. But I heard riddle me this, so the information may come out in like riddles. Okay? Something definitely about the constellation, the stars. And I seen like a spaceship try to like go up, right? And then like it just pixelated it out of the existence. I don't fucking know, y'all. It's a lot of crazy shit going on. But I feel like a lot of this crazy shit going on is grounded in love. Like, a lot of the shit that has happened and transpired in history is because of the lack of love, or distorted love, or too much love, or bitch, just love, right? Love is the motherfucking topic of conversation right now. I don't know. That's the reading. I'll see you guys later. Bye.